Stress is a natural reaction. When stress is present, two direct effects occur. First, we enter a situation where we identify a threat, called the stressor. To overcome the stressor, the body releases a flood of chemicals that activates the stress response, signaling our bodies to prepare to take action.
What goes on under the hood, under the skin, is a chain reaction of all these biochemicals that are getting surged through our blood.
Without the ability to react to stressful events, man could never progress.
So you probably know that if we had zero stress, you probably would never get better at anything. You wouldn't study for an exam, you wouldn't learn a language, you wouldn't learn your job.
In modern times, the stress response has changed from necessity for survival to a destructive presence in our lives.
The Journal of the American Medical Association released a study saying that stress, especially stress in the workplace, can be as damaging for our heart as smoking or high cholesterol diets.
We need to realize that it is our reaction to stress, and not the stressor itself, that causes harm to our bodies.
We're perceiving something that's threatening to us, our body starts to react, and we suffer the consequences.
Most people accept stress as a fact of life that must be tolerated. However, simply tolerating stress can result in negative behavior, such as binge eating, aggression, depression, and drug use, which all greatly reduce performance. Recognizing and managing stress allows us to take control of the stressors before they damage our lives.
The projection that we do, or the fear we have of what could happen, starts to create stress in our body. The 1,400 biochemical events are very real, churning away inside our body. And if we don't catch that and try to neutralize that a little bit, eventually it's going to create an enormous toll. It's going to drain our energy.
To manage stress, you need to be able to do two things: control your stress reaction and measure your stress. Stress was first combated thousands of years ago using breathing techniques to align the body and spirit for improved performance.
Doctors have suggested this, and we intuitively even know to do this. You take a deep breath when you're anxious, and batters go up to the batting cage and take a deep breath before they start swinging.
By focusing on quieting the mind and breathing deeply, many practitioners of yoga and similar disciplines were able to control their reaction to stress. These techniques are effective, but their full potential cannot be reached without the ability to measure stress. Scientists first tried to measure stress by monitoring brain waves. This required expensive, bulky equipment that proved difficult to master and was not practical for use at home. Stress could only be measured in the lab environment. Recent studies show that the heart, instead of the brain, has a far greater influence over the body's ability to process stress than first realized.
New technology is to look at the heart. It turns out the heart is about 60 times stronger electrically than the brain. It's also the dominant rhythm generator in your body. It's very easy to feel your heart beating. So measuring the changes in your heart is extremely easy.
When we experience stressful feelings such as fear, anxiety, frustration, anger, or impatience, our heart begins a roller coaster ride, causing the heart to produce erratic rhythms, knocking us out of sync with our body and mind. By measuring these erratic rhythms, we can gain a clearer picture of exactly how stress is affecting our bodies.
The heart is directly linked to the brain, so whatever's happening in the heart is sent right upstairs all the way to the brain, to the very parts of our brain that we need to make decisions, think clearly, plan, communicate effectively, even our physical coordination. All that's affected by what's happening in our heart.
Nearly 20 years ago, the Institute of Heart Math was founded with the intention of combining modern technology with time-tested techniques in order to reduce stress.
What's unique about the Heart Math approach is an innovative combination of education, evaluation, assessment, and practical techniques, all bundled in a really cool, innovative technology.
Heart Math discovered infrared light could be used to measure heart rate and thus measure the body's reaction to stress. This device, called the emWave, tracks the beat-to-beat change in heart rhythm over time, or the variance in the rise and fall of your heart rate. The emWave system empowers users to harness the energy of their heart in an effort to control their reaction to stress. The goal of the emWave system is to give us a tool that allows us not only to identify when we are feeling stress, but also to diminish its potentially damaging effects.
Someone can see their heart and learn how to change their heart the very first time they try. It doesn't take months.
The heart can be controlled through concentrated, heart-centered breathing. The goal is to focus on good feelings in order to achieve a state of coherence, which is the alignment of biological rhythms for maximum efficiency.
the more synchronized or efficient our body is running, the better our thinking is going to be, the better our body's response to stress is going to be, the better, more creative we can be. All the dimensions of being human and fully effective and productive are enhanced when we are coherent.
By using heart-centered breathing techniques coupled with the measurement of the emWave system, we can harness positive emotions to combat our stress and restore the body's balance.
Stress used to be something that we were afraid of, we want to run away from. Now it's something you can run towards and eliminate quickly. And I practiced this myself for close to 20 years. I've been amazed at the impact this can have. It doesn't eliminate all the stress in your life, but it gives you a new strength, a new confidence, a new feeling of empowerment that you don't have to be a victim of life events. You can be in control. You can protect your health. You can protect your vitality. You can protect your energy. And that is a really hopeful thing.